Hey guys, I hope you're having a good day with your sub. Today you should be coming back right now to Encore, and you should set aside lesson number 12. So lesson 12, those problems are homework, okay? I want you to finish the rest for homework. Okay. Work, lesson 12. We're going to take a look at lesson 13, and then tomorrow we will finish lesson 13 together, okay? So lesson 12 homework, lesson 13 starting class. Let's get started. All right, I want us to be able to find equivalent ratios given a total quantity. So remember, a total is added up. So I want us to find the equivalent ratios given a total quantity. So this can be challenging if we don't take our time and take an extra careful look, especially since we're going to be looking at fractions today. So let's get started. So we have this group of hitchhikers that are preparing for a one-week trip. All of the group's supplies will be carried by the hikers in their backpacks. The leader decided that it would be fair for each hitchhiker to carry a backpack that is the same fraction of weight as the hikers, okay? So they all are carrying a weight that's proportional in their bag to their own weight. So the heaviest person will carry the biggest load. The table shows the weight of each hiker and the weight of his or her bag. Complete the table. So we have our table, and the first thing that we should notice in our table is that when we're looking at the hiker's weight, it's not in the same unit. So we need to go through and change all of these so that they're going to be the same unit. Ounces and pounds are not the same. I will tell you that there are 16 ounces to every 1 pound. So let's go change all of these let's keep them as fractions, into fractions of what their weight is. Hitchhiker number 1 is going to be 152 pounds, and 4 out of 16, which reduces down to 1/4. So 1/4 here. 1/4. And his backpack weight is going to be 14, and 8 out of 16. 8 out of 16 reduces down to 1/2. So 14.5 pounds. Hiker number 2 is 107 pounds, and 10 out of 16, which reduces down to 5. 16 divided by 2, 8s. 5 8s. Their weight in their backpack is going to be 10, and 4 out of 16, which is 1/4 again. 1/4. Backpack hiker number 3 is going to be 129, and 15 out of 16 is as far as we can reduce that one. 15 out of 16. Goodness, that got messy. 15 out of 16. And now we have to start filling in what the backpack's going to be. We do know that if we're going to go from the height of the backpacker to the backpack weight, they're going to be the same number. So now we need to figure out that ratio that they are. What we're going to do is we're going to take that backpack weight, so the backpack weight of 14.5, and we're going to divide it by the weight of the hiker, 152 and 1/4, okay? To find out what that unit rate, we're going to find that unit rate, okay? So we want to know if 1 pound, that's what we're figuring out, how much weight should they be carrying for every pound that they have? So how are we going to do 14.5 divided by 152 and 1/4? We can change them to decimals. And when we change them to decimals, we will be doing 14.5 divided by 152.25, because that's 1/4. And we get this ugly long decimal. So sometimes it's better for us to do this as a fraction. So let's go ahead and we're going to change these into improper fractions, and then we're going to copy dot flip. Okay, so improper fraction, 14 times 2 is 28, plus 1 is 29. So we have, here's my scratch work for this. Scratch work. We have 29 over 2. All right, and then divided by, so we're going to copy dot and we're going to flip it. So I'm going to get that going, copy dot and flip it. 4 times 152 is 608, plus 1 is 609. 609, oh man, that got really bad. Let me rewrite that. 609, flip it over 4. Now we're going to multiply across. 29 times 4 is 116, divided by 2 times 609 is 1,218, and that got big all of a sudden. And now we're going to reduce this down as far as we can. When we reduce this down as far as we can, we will get 2 over 21. So for every pound that they carry, they need to be carrying in their weight 2 over 21 pounds, which is almost 0.1, which is really, really close to 0.1, okay, weight in their backpack. For every pound, their supplies are going to be 2 and 21 pounds. Okay, now I need to go through and erase my board so we can start filling in the rest. So I'm going to pause my video and get back. All right, now we are to the point where we're thinking, okay, so what's the backpacker's weight then? Okay, what's the backpack's weight? So we're going to take 2 over 21, and we're going to multiply it by 129 and 15/16. Going to have to change this into an improper fraction to do that multiplication. Okay, and then we're going to multiply across and we'll simplify it. And when we simplify it, here's what the hiker should be putting in their bag. They should be putting 12 and 3/8 in their bag. 3/8. Backpack person number 4. Okay, they should be putting, so they have 68 and 4/16 is their weight, times 22 over 21. Okay, we're going to do that multiplication. Remember, we got to change this into an improper fraction, multiply across and simplify. They should be carrying 6 1/2 pounds. Now we get to the point right here where we're going from backpack weight to person's weight. So we're working backwards. When we worked forwards, we did multiplication. We're going to work backwards. We're going to do division. So here, right here, we're going to do 8 and 12/16 divided by 2 over 21. I want you to pause your video and I want you to try this. When you're ready to resume to check your answer, please do so. You should have copy dot flipped, okay, and you should have done, you should also have changed this into a improper fraction, and you should have got that this person weighs 68 and 1/4 pounds. Our last person, oh sorry, this is 91 and 7/8, 91 and 7/8 is their weight actually, and this last person is going to weigh 105 pounds. total weight in pounds. All I need you to do now is add these two numbers together and fill in our table, and let's move on to the next example. All right, example 2. When a business buys a fast food franchise, it will buy the recipes used for every restaurant with the same name. For example, all pizzeria specialty house restaurants have different owners, but they all must use the same recipes as the pizza, sauce, bread, and etc. You are now working at your local pizza specialty house restaurant, and listed below are the amounts of meats used on one meat lover's pizza. What is the total amount of toppings used on a meat lover's pizza? So pause your video, add these up, and that's what's going to end up going here. Okay, here's my trick. I'm going to move around. So 1/3 plus, let's start right here. 1/8 plus 1/8, I know for sure is 0.25. Okay, plus 0.25 plus, right here we have 1/4, which is 0.25. So now I have 50.5. Now I need to go through and add that 1/6 and 1/3, and for a total of 1 cup. 1 cup is all that's used. All right, the meats must be mixed using this ratio to ensure customers will receive the same great tasting meat lovers pizza from every pizza specialty house restaurant nationwide. The table below shows 3 different orders for meat lovers pizza using the amounts and total for one pizza given above. Fill in every row and column in the table to make it taste the same. If we are using, I think we're going to need to pause, actually. We're going to pause here, and we're going to pick this up tomorrow. So stop whatever you're doing with lesson 13. We're going to come back to this tomorrow as a class, and we're going to fill in the rest of lesson 13. Right now, I need you to go back to lesson 12 and finish up their homework for lesson 12, okay? Everybody should be getting to this point on lesson 13, and then go back to lesson 12. We will pick up here tomorrow. Don't lose us. We got this. I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.